أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم طريقتنا الصحبة والخير في الجمعية. مدد يا سيدي وما مدد يا سلطان. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله تعالى وبركاته. الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا محمد سيد الأولين والآخرين. There is a quote that not a quote, but some passage that I found in one of Ibn Arabi's books that I really enjoy. Maybe I read it before. I can read it in Arabic first, but I will translate it after. البحث عن الرخص في أمور الدين هو عمل الذين يفرون من مجاهدة النفس ويختارون الراحة لأنفسهم، فالعوام يبحثون عن الرخص لكي يحفظوا أنفسهم في دائرة الشرع الشريف، ولكن الكمل يجاهدون أنفسهم لكي يشعروا بلذتها في قلوبهم، والعارفون هم كمل الناس، فإذا رضي أحدهم بأن يسلك طريق العوام فلا خير فيه. وزد على ذلك أن البحث عن الرخص استخفاف بأوامر الله سبحانه وتعالى. البحث عن الرخص استخفاف بأوامر الله سبحانه، والعارفون يحبون الله، والمحب لا يستخف بأوامر المحبوب ولا يختار أدنى درجاتها فضلا عن على أن يحتاط فيها. This is in Arabic he is talking here about rukhas. Rukhas, it means, you can translate it as like a license or a permission. And this is something in Sharia. It's a concept that, like for example, when you are traveling, you can reduce the prayers, or you can pray Dhuhr and Asr together. This is considered to be a rukhsa. Rukhsa meaning a license to make things easy for you. But there are lots of rukhas, lots of rukhsas, lots of licenses in Sharia. And what the Sheikh here is saying is that there are certain types of people who search for these licenses. And this is something that I once overheard some brothers talking in a setting that was not our tariqah, another tariqah, and I overheard this discussion about fiqh lessons. And one brother was telling to the other brother, he said it's very important that you go to fiqh lessons because they teach you the rukhsa. They teach you what permissions you have. And as soon as you know these permissions, you can live your life comfortably. Okay? And I was very taken by this conversation because I had never heard this before. This idea that you must search for these licenses to look for the easy way out. You have to go to these lessons, he said, because they teach you how to break the system or to game the system, not to make it difficult for you. And I was surprised because in fiqh there is always, they say rukhsa and there is azima. Azima is the level of determination, the higher determination. So you can take the easy way, or you can choose the harder, more determined way. And here Sheikh Ibn Arabi, he's saying that al-awam yabhathuna an al-rukhas. Al-awam meaning the general public, the general Muslims, they search for these licenses that they can. The obvious ones are, of course, about the prayer and fasting, but there are other rukhsas in dealing with, for example, your spouse, in dealing with your wife, in dealing with your husband, in dealing with your children. So you are always looking just to stay within the boundaries of Islam. He said they are looking for it لكي يحفظوا أنفسهم في دائرة الشرع الشريف, just so that you do not step out of Islam. So they want to guarantee that they are not going to hellfire. So they ask, tell me, what is the minimum? What is the minimum what are these just the 5 pillars? I'll do the 5 pillars. Don't bother me with anything else. That's what they are interested in, because they want to remain in the confines of Sharia. They want to not to step outside. But then he says, but there are other types of people. There are other types of people who are al-kummal. Al-kummal are the perfect ones, the perfect servants. يجاهدون أنفسهم. They make jihad on their nafs. They make jihad, they declare war on their ego, on their self, their lower self. لكي يشعروا بلذتها في قلوبهم. Why are they doing this jihad? Why are they fighting their nafs? Just so that they can feel the pleasure in their hearts. This is what they are looking for. وَالْعَارِفُونَ هُمَّ كُمَّلِ النَّاسِ. The ones, the knowers, العارفون, the knowers are the ones who are the perfect people. فإذا رضي أحدهم بأن يسلك طريق العام فلا خير فيه. That these type of people should not be taking the road of the public, the general public, because these people are perfected people. These are people who want to make jihad on their nafs. They are the Ahlullah, the people of Allah. And then he says, البحث عن الرخص استخفاف بأوامر الله. Istighfaf is a word I need to translate, but it is to take lightly. Istighfaf is khafif, yani light, like to take these orders of Allah lightly. And when you take these orders by looking for this rukhsa, looking for the easy way out, in essence, you are looking for something that will get you within Allah's acceptance. استخفاف بأوامر الله سبحانه وتعالى. والعارفون يحبون الله. والعارفون يحبون الله. والمحب لا يستخف بأوامر المحبوب. المحب لا يستخف بأوامر المحبوب. The one who loves, the one who is in love, does not take lightly the commands of the beloved. Yes? So when in our daily life, when husband or a wife, she asks for something, or he asks for something, the other spouse, if they are truly loving, they will take it seriously. They will ask for it. They know what their beloved loves. A woman will say, my husband doesn't like the tea this way. I know exactly how my husband drinks his coffee. Because she cares. This is love. And really, this is what I wanted to talk about today, about the real meaning of love. Because this week, we saw this with Maulana Sheikh Muhammad. Maulana Sheikh Muhammad, as you may know, he was admitted to hospital last week. And alhamdulillah, he stayed for a few days and he is back home. And to see his messages and to see his recordings and his demeanor at the hospital and after the hospital, one can understand the meaning of true love of Allah Almighty. These are awliyaullah, the ones who believe in Allah Almighty and they accept His choices. They accept Allah's choice. I was with Maulana Sheikh Muhammad a few years back, and I was telling him about Rumi, Maulana Jalaluddin Rumi, how that his poetry was so popular in North America, because it talks about love. And he told me, he said, but these people, they don't understand the true meaning of love, because the true meaning of love must include respect. Must include respect. Because if you are claiming to love a woman, for example, you say, I love this woman, you must respect what she likes. You must not criticize her. You must not speak to her in a way that will upset her. So when these people are saying they are in love, divine love, why are we then not following Allah's commands? If we are truly loving Allah Almighty, then we will not take His commands lightly. Because now 21st century people, their understanding of love has changed. Traditionally, if you read about stories, love stories in the old days, it is very different from now. Now, when someone says they love somebody, they want to own that person. They even in the songs they say, I want to make him mine. I want to make you mine. I want to make her mine. I want to own. Because I love that person so much, I want that person. I want that person, and I want that person to act the way I want them to act. I want them to dress the way I like. I want them to eat the way I like. I want them completely opposite from the true love that Maulana is talking about. The true love means you do what they like. Not that you want them to do what you like. So now they're saying love is to own, but the true meaning of love is to be owned, to desire to be owned. That you want Allah to claim you, to say this one is my person. This one is Ahlullah. This is the people of Allah. This one belongs to me. We want to own, but a true lover wants to be owned. Take me. Ya Allah, take me. And Maulana Sheikh Nazim, he had a very one of my favorite sohbas he talked about we called it the man of God. Sohbah about man of God. He said, the only reason I am here is to make people man of God. Or woman of God, but man of God, a person of God, Ahlullah, Rijalullah. And if you do not want to be man of God, he said, leave me, don't bother me, I don't have time for you. This is his mission in this world. And Maulana Sheikh Muhammad is following this mission. He is teaching us. By going to hospital, he said this, I am taking this on me so that other people don't need to suffer anymore. So he is acknowledging that people are suffering from this disease. It's not nothing. Don't believe when people say it's nothing. It is something. And people are suffering and people are dying. And Maulana Sheikh Muhammad, he wants to save these people. He wants to save his murids and all of Muslims and all people. He wants to take this on himself. So he is saying, Ya Allah, take me. Like Abu Yazid al-Bistami, he said, Ya Allah, take me. Take me to hellfire. Take me to hellfire and let me fill hellfire so no one else can go. This is the love, awliyaullah. Abu Yazid Bistami, he's in our silsila, in our chain. This is the role of the Naqshbandi Shaykh. Normally I don't talk too much about this, but the Naqshbandi Shaykh carries from the whole of nations, of everybody, every human being living in his time. And as we are going, the population is increasing, and the haram is increasing, and the filth is increasing. So the newer sheikhs are carrying heavier and heavier burdens from everybody. وما كان الله ليعذبهم وأنت فيهم. وما كان الله ليعذبهم وأنت فيهم. This is how we are saved. This is how the world is surviving now, by these awliya. That they are carrying this because they are true lovers of Allah Almighty. They are owned by Allah Almighty. They are awliyaullah. They are awliyaullah. They are owned by Allah. Because their desire is to be taken, is to be owned, not to own. Now we are living in a time everybody's looking at things and saying, I want this car, I want this house, I want this clothes. And now they are looking at people and they say, I want him, I want her. Doesn't matter they are married, they are not married, I don't care, I want that person. This is what we are going through now. And these are people claiming to be Muslims. Claiming to be Muslim and not understanding adabullah, the adab with Allah Almighty, to accept what Allah has given you. To accept what Allah has given you is enough for you, and that to ask Allah to take you, to be, so that you can be a true Abdullah. When you are true Abdullah, then you become Ahlullah. Ahlullah, they are special people. And if you are not interested to be special people, then no need for this tariqah. No need, don't bother the Shaykh. People asking, Maulana said, people coming to Cyprus, burdening me, asking me, my wife is sick, my son is not in university, make dua for this, make dua. He said, they never come asking for wisdom. They never come asking for knowledge. They never come asking for love of Allah and His Prophet. Because without this, it is meaningless. All these questions, all these du'as, and this is meaningless. It is for general public. This is general public level. But these shuyukhs, these Naqshbandi sheikhs are not general, not for the general. They are for Ahlullah. ومن الله توفيق الفاتحة. تقبل الله. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum.